So hi everyone, today in this video we're gonna develop another mental model that obviously can play an important factor, important role in your decision making process. Understanding that to be a better decision maker as possible, or that so analyze also the environment works, and as well so obviously get things with all the informations that are most truthful and impactful for you. So as much more good information in terms of quantity and quality you get, and as much more system that obviously absorbs and makes interpretation about that specific information you have, better so will be a output. It's like a system. What's going to be the outputs of your decisions will be actions that so are the ultimate things that brings to so your goals that mainly are prosperity in whatever is the field that you want to get. But then so for that you have to work in having good strategies and good information about the world. Mental models play a role in both too. Mental models are representations about how the reality works, are like information. And as well, some of them are systems that you can so implement so to systematically make interpretations about so how the reality works. So it's the value of this video is talking about one of them. And this one from business world, Porter's generic strategies, and then so obviously I expect this become valuable for you. So is this value of the video? I already expect you have liked enough to put a like and subscribe, and afterwards if some type of other type of videos may trigger your interest, so feel confident to see it as well. And then so we'll go for the content of this video. So what you have to understand, in today's hyper competitive business environment, companies must choose a clear strategy and direction so to stand out. So there's much more difficulties today because much more businesses exist. So we have now to look for, or even now today is even more valuable, strategies to optimize, strategies to differentiate. And sometimes people praise a lot the diversification, but I think it's better you to focus in someone to max strategies instead of putting and allocating your resources so to a lot of things, because as I have been said, the world we're living is a winner takes all type of markets, that the best ones in each area are more than well professional paid in comparison to other ones that just by being a bit worse they save much less proportionally. And then so if you have your attention focus even more, if you don't have that much accumulated already, you should not try to diversify your resources as they are attention, energy. You should spend in focalizing just for one, two alternatives. And this obviously comes with having clear strategies that as well having count how they align your strength. So what you have to understand, prior to go a bit more deep in the mental model, this one was created by Michael Porters, and so it's a framework that provides a roadmap to achieving a sustainable competitive advantages by focusing on three core approaches. Or you focus on being a cost leadership, or you focus in differentiation, and always both. What you have to understand, you have to develop your focus. So you as a business, you have to position it. You cannot be indecisive. So you have to work in these three core concepts that are really important to so make define your strategy, and then so be something, a guide that you so look whatever so is your type of approaches in your business. So what do you have to understand about these two strategies, the cost leadership or differentiation, and another one is more just like ability to focus. So by choosing one of them, so how we focus constantly by then so always trying to look for being a cost leadership type of business or a differentiation. So what are the main difference? Cost leadership, what's like the definition I could give? Aim to become the lowest cost producer in your industry. So it's a target that we have. The key benefit allows you to offer low prices and attract cost-sensitive customers and increase market share. We know that probably the most preponderant factor in so making someone buy a product is the price, and as lower is the price, more people will have access. So if you're able to become efficient as possible to so be characterized as the lowest cost type of offering, you're always going to have a higher probability to attract more people so to buy your product, since you're offering something that is at low cost as possible. And then so you're, in terms of price, you're the best one in that specific characteristic of your product, and that's something that so it's like a deal. Companies like Walmart and Southwest Airlines, they excel by keeping costs low and passing the savings on to consumers, and then so getting higher margins of profit. Or you can be the opposite. You can focus in differentiation. So what's the definition or strategy of differentiation is offer so unique products or services that provide superior value, justifying a premium price, and you're not competition by efficiency to so make it have a lower price for someone. Not where you're doing it is trying to make a difference, but by providing something technically different than what other ones have. So it's different. And what highlights what is like the key benefit: creates a strong brand loyalty, creates like a sense of scarce around you, that you are like exclusive, reduce direct price competition, not entering in price wars that tends to so make the business have like lower margins profits coming as well until zero. It's a tendency in price wars, in cost leadership, in differentiation, as we don't have like someone to make competition like that much close. We have like more plasticity, and the customers are more tolerant for supporting higher prices. What are these examples? Brands such as Apple, BMW, Starbucks, they stand out by offering distinctive design, quality, and customer experiences. So obviously it's another strategy you can adopt. And what is important? You have as well to focus in develop your focus. So what is like the focus? What is focus in business? It's like target a specific narrow market segment either through cost focus or differentiation focus. What's the key benefit? The key benefit of this enables you to tailor your offering precisely to the needs of a niche group, building deep customer loyalty. So, for example, boutique firms or specialized manufacturers often thrive by serving a well-defined market segment better than large competitors. So, you focus on what you're going to try to do. You're going to be a cost leadership type of business or differentiation, and you focus in some specific niche markets, because what is the thing that's more, what determines more if someone's going to buy your product or not is as much more they perceive that you offer value. And the reality is that when you offer solutions that are so your products, if you offer for the majority of the population, you probably have a product that is too much generalist to make it people specifically each one getting that much happy. That's why sometimes it's a trade-off. Or you prefer to offer something that's a bit less niched, but by being more generalist, more people will have a tendency to buy. Or you prefer to focus exclusively in a niche, develop whole your product around this niche, so making it much better in terms of likelihood of small group of people buy it in comparison if you have done a generalist, and then so obviously will not be that much customized for that small niche. What do you prefer? Well, we're sensitive. We are a specific point indicator that's important, that's profit. What is going to be the choice that you're going to do is the one that's going to get you more profit. Now you have to get the sensitive, so to understand what's going to be the choice that's going to make you more profit. The one that you offer per that's more generalist, or one that is more niche, is what so you have to focus. And then so obviously prior to have spent that much of time developing a product and not make a bet. So sometimes that's why we praise a lot, we making research about the market, understand the consumers, and say what they made, or what will be so the type of product that they will really so made and really purchase. That so makes you make you have also to make simulations so about what you could expect, and then so in two options, a more niche one or a more generalist, and then so based in this data you take so your conclusions, that then just after that you're going to so develop your position. And then so obviously what's the better strategy depends as well if you're able. If you have like superior engineers, if you have information that other ones doesn't have, you probably can have so focusing in differentiation. If you're more someone that has like work labor at lower costs, so we are more efficient, you can so understand that probably cost leadership is better for you. So Understand who you are, understand that you're here for profit, understand so where you should shift your focus. You should shift your focus for something that's more generalist or more niche, depend of what insight that you got from the market since you work for them. And then obviously by getting access to this data, that makes you so understand better and making like a simulation about what's get most profit or not, focusing not so as well, understanding if cost leadership of differentiation, what will be well perceived and what you will be able in reality to make. And then so I expect this video as may trigger some type of insights on you with not that much more to say. I just have to say thank you and see you in the next one.